Hey Roblox, I want to talk to minors. Yeah, I fucking said it, Roblox. I want to talk to minors.
Head spinning, reminisce about my man C-Rock. Somebody got to die. If I go, you got to go. Somebody got to die. Let the gunshots blow.
First on this list, we got the Roblox is a fourth-person shooter, I believe. I believe that should be the first on this list. Yeah. Roblox is a fourth-person shooter. I'm gonna be honest, it's not that bad. It's not that bad of a title. I don't think it would get all that many clicks, but it wouldn't even be. It's not even a bad amount though. I think this would garner like a couple clicks because I mean, there's not really that much going on with that title. Like, what can you really say, right? All right, next up on this list is I used 5G data towers, or Kai used 5G data towers to harvest my energy. Now you see, this is a pretty good one. This is a pretty good title. Why? Because it's involving another YouTuber or streamer or whatever, and in turn involves, them doing stuff. It involves, it's gonna get you more views. Next up on this list is the ABA Aura Calculator. Me personally, I would say that this one has to go up into a couple clicks. Actually, it's not a bad title, like the ABA Aura Calculator. That's not bad. Mainly the Aura Calculator part. The main issue is the ABA part. Because, see, not that many people play ABA, to my knowledge. Like, hold on, let me pull up my phone real quick. Let me get onto Roblox. Oh, what the... Okay, I was entirely wrong, I guess, because apparently this is actually a pretty popular game. Okay, I stand corrected. That's not a huge amount. It's not like the craziest popular game, but it's not a low amount. I thought it was way lower. I'm gonna say it's like, I think it's a lot of attention. It's not the best, but it's a lot of attention. Okay, Al Qaeda couldn't use this C4. Not even Al Qaeda could use that C4. I forgot. I think that's what it's titled. Hold on, let me check it out. Yeah, not even Al Qaeda could use the C4. Yeah, honestly, I think this is a crazy good title. I think this might be up there in the best titles of all time. Like, that is going to get you all the clicks in the world. Because, like, yo, what is this guy on about? Next. How not to turn yourself into a cuck. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, that's pretty decent. It's not a crazy one, honestly. Like, I didn't even watch the video. Listen, for a good percent of these, I'm just looking at the actual titles. But yeah, me personally, I would have to say this one is like, it's kind of... I'll say, considering like how it's said, I would say it could probably go into a couple clicks. Like, a couple people would watch it. However, at the same time, I feel like it's kind of a mid-title. It's nothing too crazy. Alright, let's see. LARPing Battle Beast is a peak Roblox experience. That's a pretty good one. Now, the main issue I have with it is that it's not even bad, but like, he already made one that was titled something about LARPing, and he already has like a ton of things that are titled about LARPing. Not really, it's only 3, but still. Next up on the list is I got backdoored by Little Timmy. I don't know anything about the context of that, but I'm gonna assume that there's this dude named Little Timmy who backdoored the big Tron. Yeah, honestly, I'd say it's like a mid-title. There's nothing too crazy about it. Honestly, actually, I might even have to put it in. I have to put that in garbage. Because it's not even a bad title. It's just like too straightforward. I don't think it's going to garner that many clicks. Sure, it might garner a good amount, but it's not going to garner that many. Next up on this list is I Am Hot and I Am Irritated. I mean, like, this isn't really a bad title. I would say this goes into a couple clicks. Because, like, it's going to get some people's attention. They're like, why is he hot? Why is he irritated? what is this thumbnail? But honestly, I think it's pretty good. Also, I am gonna start going off of like the thumbnails too. So, you know. Why won't it let me lace it with acid? That's a good. I think that's pretty good, but at the same time, it's like you're asking the viewer a question. It's too straightforward, too high of a risk. I have to put it at mid. Lesbian Riz God. This one is up in best titles of all time. All it tells you is a lesbian Riz God. Doesn't tell you anything more. So it's instantly like, what the? Yo, that is a crazy title, bro. What is he trying to say? He's a lesbian Riz God. What does that mean? And so you're gonna get more clicks, get more people to watch it. Die in this trench with me, comrade. Me personally, I think this one's up there. This one's definitely in a lot of attention. I would say this is probably more than ABA or a calculator, but not more than Kaizenat used 5G data towers to harvest my energy. Also, this is not based on the amount of views it actually got. This is just based on the amount of like people I would not assume would click on these. Like, what if I would click on these if I think these titles are really good? Next one, I'm going to pop a blood vessel playing this game. Clearly, you can tell he's not a big fan of the game, right? Me personally, I think this is probably like a couple clicks, I'd say. I would say mid, but I'm thinking more like a couple clicks. Because it's like, you know, it does actually get some attention. It grabs a little bit of your attention. Also, JGS is a very popular game, so it's like people are most definitely going to click on that. Hey Roblox, I want to talk to minors is I think the first video that I saw Gamertron post, or the first video that I watched from him, and honestly, this is S tier above not even Al Qaeda. Like, without a doubt, that's up there. That is, without a doubt, probably one of the best titles of all time. I should probably move things down. This is starting to seem like a little bit, let me do a lightning round. Oh my. Pebble level Titan threat. Meh, that's kind of mid. Severe tactical disadvantage. That one's pretty good. It'll get some people's attentions. Like, they're at a disadvantage. How are they gonna get out of that? How did they even get into that? You know. Prison life, Juneteenth prison life emancipation. That one's up there with a lot of attention. Probably more than the Aura calculator. Maybe more. Nah, I won't say it's more than that. Because it's like, Juneteenth, emancipation, it's not bad. This game is a disgrace to basketball. Yeah, I'll have to put this at like a couple clicks, maybe above Blood Vessel. Tatum jersey with no pants on. This one's at the top of a lot of attention. Will it get? It's gonna like, I did watch it, by the way. Don't mind the fact that the bar isn't there. I did in fact watch it. I've watched all of his prison life videos, I believe. This one is really good because it's like, Tatum jersey. Why doesn't he have any pants on? It's really good at getting your attention. Anyway, so next on this list will be Harriet Tubman of Prison Life. This one is up there. I don't know if I would say it's higher than, Al Qaeda could use the C4. Honestly, I think it's not even higher than. Actually, I think it's higher than Al Qaeda. But yeah, I honestly feel like Harriet Tubman of Prison Life. It's definitely up there with best titles of all time. Actually, I might have to put that above Tatum jersey with no pants on, but I do have to move it down to a lot of attention. Because it is a really good title, and it definitely will get hella attention. However, I don't think it's really up here. So why is it that whenever I record something for the Gamertron, I'm tired? Rick Meep, I'm sorry. This one's kind of mid. Actually, yeah, it's kind of garbage. I'm sorry, Big Tron, but like, I have to say, Rick Meep, I'm sorry. That's kind of down there, bro. I don't know. Like, sure, he did kind of, you know, Rick Meep kind of got angry at Big Tron. However, like, I do think that this title is kind of because apologizing to him, you know, that's not really logical. Big Tron didn't even really do anything wrong. I can see why he would apologize. He doesn't want to start no beef or anything. But I mean, apologizing, it's not really. He didn't need to do that. Also, the title. I mean, the title could get some decent views, though. The only way to play this game is by LARPing. That's like a mid title, I'm gonna be honest. It's not bad, but I would have to say that it's kind of mid. Also, I'm gonna move that down, actually. I changed my mind. Yeah, next one. I see right through you. The thumbnail and also this title is really good. It got my attention instantly. However, I don't know if I would say it's best titles of all time, so I'm gonna have to put this one at. I'd say, uh, I'd say right here seems like this is a good. This is a good position for it. Honestly, this seems good to me. Hold on, Kaspara Gamer. Is that his name? Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Where is it? Okay, this will be a lot. Kaspara Gamer, stop emoting on me. Honestly, I would say this is a mid title. It's not like it's not a crazy title. It's not really gonna get all the attention in the world. It's not gonna get no attention at all, but it's not gonna get that much attention. Don't take none from me, it's all laced. I'd say this gets a couple clicks. It's not really up with a lot of attention, but it's not really bad though. Also, I'm gonna move that a little bit. It's not really bad though, you know. I think I gotta move that one down. Yeah. Kirk versus Luffy, Roblox football. Honestly, me personally, I don't really think it's anything that crazy. I think this one's I think I would put this one in mid. Charlie Kirk Sr.'s is disgrace. This one has to go a couple of clicks. LARPing on Armored Patrol. This one grabbed everybody's attention when it came out. I'm not gonna put it above Lesbian Risk God because I think this one's really funny. That's a good title. It gets good attention. But I will put it above Al Qaeda. Not even Al Qaeda could use the C4. I forced Roblox to let us talk to minors. Yeah, this one. I'll say it's like up here. Yeah, I'd say it has to be about here. Maybe here. No, here. It's not in the best titles of all time because he already used that trick once and it worked. But I don't think I would say that, like, you know, I don't think that trick would work twice. Let it shrivel up and die. This one is a good one. Why? Because it's a reference to a movie, I think. I think it's a reference to the Lorax, and it makes sense considering the game he's playing is like trees hate you or something like that. And the trees are just constantly trying to rage bait you, so honestly, I think it's not anything too crazy. I'll say it's in like. Honestly, I'm gonna leave this down here for now. Mexican Charlie Kirk gets exposed. Mid. Not really that crazy of a title. I mean, it's not an awful title, but it's not really anything too crazy. Gamertron Prison Life Gameplay Analysis. Honestly, me personally, I kinda have to say that this one's at mid. Like, that's a good video, no lie, but I think it's also kinda at mid, because, I mean, what can you really say? It's just a gameplay analysis, like, you know, not much to say. Alright, next one is Pegged by Yorichi. Yeah, Yorichi? Yurichi? I don't know. I don't care. Yorichi? I don't care. Basically, I don't know. It's an ABA title, so it grabs attention though. This thing gets crazy. This one would get good attention. I'll say it's above Die in this Trench with me. Yeah, these video titles are without a doubt like the top tiers. Like these two are top tiers. These ones are like, average, I'd say. These ones are like the normal ones you would see from Gamertron. These ones are also pretty decent ones that you'd see from Gamertron. These ones are like, you would see these, but they're not anything too crazy. Alright, I'm just a regular guy. I think that was from Mad City. And this view of him just like, looking over, seeing the entire city. I can't lie, that's a pretty good one. This is pretty good. I'd say it goes into a couple of clicks. Like, it doesn't gain a ton, but it definitely goes there. Self-aware side character. That's something that does in fact exist. Well, no, it doesn't exist, but like, it would be really cool. It's a cool concept, and I do like that idea. And it also makes sense for a good like video title. So I'd say not a lot of attention. I'd say it goes above above Charlie Kirk Sr.'s A Disgrace. Regular guy, I'm gonna bump regular guy up to below that. Actually, that might have been a waste. I'm gonna buff this up to don't take none. Yeah, above and don't take none from me. It's all aced. Alright. I finally decided Let It Shrivel Up and Die is gonna be at a couple clicks, and that's actually gonna be the first one that we get for a couple of clicks. That's not bad. I'll say this one goes above like just a regular guy. They couldn't handle the Kirk. I mean, like, honestly, bro. I think this one has to go into the mid. Like, although I will say this is above, like, Pebble Light Tele. Oh, fuck. I will say this is above Pebble level Titan threat. Alright, this sniper sucks. It's kind of a garbage title. I mean, it's too straightforward, instantly telling you, like, man, this sniper's garbage. It's like, it's not good enough, bro. Steph Curry raids my towers like it's 9/11. Top, up there. It's up there. Higher than Armored Patrol? Do I dare say it? Higher than Armored Patrol. Higher than LARPing Armored Patrol. They like me better when I'm white. This one's up there. Higher than Prison Life Emancipation? Yeah. Yeah, I'd say so. Tron Brady breaks their spirit. Honestly, that's not even bad. Yeah, that's not bad. I'd say this one probably goes. I'd say that goes down here actually. Yeah, maybe above. I'm just a regular guy. Gamertron versus Hacker. And see, this one's interesting because the title's isn't anything too crazy. It's not bad, but it's nothing too crazy. However, the thumbnail for it is insane. Like, why is it so cinematic? It's Gamertron just moving, dodging a bullet. I think he still takes damage from it, but still. Gamertron dodging a bullet with the key card flying in the background. His face, you see him, bro? This is a really cinematic thumbnail. So, but overall, I would say that this is kind of. Honestly, I think this is probably a lot of attention. Like, ooh, do I? No, I think this is actually a couple clicks. I'd say this is probably like right about here in terms of couple of clicks. And then the last one, Tron Brady. I don't know. I'd say this one probably has to go. It's either one of these two. I can't tell which, but it's one of these two. Or it's actually, it might be down here, honestly. It might be down here. Yeah, honestly, I think this might be a mid-title. Because it's not bad, but it's like a little bit, straightforward, comparing himself to Tom Brady. So, like, basically saying he's one of the best quarterbacks of all time. In, the game that he's playing, Football Fusion 3. Yeah, honestly, I think that's where it is. And now it's time for me to make any corrections to the list that I might want to change. Yeah, honestly, I think this is a good list. I think this is fair. Most of them go into here. That makes logical sense. I mean, this is the average, the mean. So it makes sense for most of them to go into here. This one also makes a good amount of sense. Mid, not all that many titles. Garbage also makes sense. There's a lot more good titles than there is bad titles. It makes sense, I mean, why wouldn't it make sense? But yeah. And that is the Gamertron, let me see, advertisement, title, thumbnail, video information tier list. And honestly, I think these are pretty fair. I think these are pretty fair rankings. Like, none of these are anything too crazy. Like, it's not bad. But yeah, honestly, I have to say it's pretty good.